That's it. Give them a nice round of applause up here on the stage. Come on. You're all very welcome along to the Diamond here in Monaghan Town for St. Patrick's Day 2025. I'm not Sean McCaffrey, by the way. Sean will be here very, very shortly. But just to keep you entertained for a little while before the parade actually makes its way into the Diamond, we're going to be entertained by the kids from Monaghan CCE. Give them a nice round of applause. And first of all, we're going to have the singers. And then we'll have a couple of minutes just we'll get the musicians up then after that. So give the singers the best of your attention, please. And give them a nice round of applause. Thank you.
It was early in the month of June when first I met my own garsoon. Oh, the sweetest boy in all Macroom was Rory McRory. He took me to the fairy dell, the same old story he did tell. I love the ground you walk on now, said Rory McRory. Rory here and Rory there, rollicking Rory everywhere. As wild as a mush or a mountain hare was Rory McRory. He took me to the Lorgan Fair, the Kerry boys were dancing there. Ah, but none of them you would compare to Rory McRory. He danced the Blackbird Kerry style, and you should see the colleen smile. But I kept watching all the while, for fear they'd steal me Rory. Rory here and Rory there, rollicking Rory everywhere. As wide as a mush or a mountain hare was Rory McRory. Then Father Dan, he made us one. He said, God bless my girl and son, and may all your troubles be little ones, my Rory McRory. And now our love is all complete, they're dancing round and round their feet. Mike and Dan and Jer and Kit, and the baby's name is Rory. Rory here and Rory there, rollicking Rory everywhere. As wild as a mush or a mountain hare was Rory McRory. My Johnny, won't you come home soon? Winter is coming and I'm all alone. A candle is burning in my window low, and the waggies they are going home. Oh, man's love is something to be told. First it burns and then it soon turns cold. Whisper in the moonlight and your hand he'll hold, for he'll vanish with the morning dew. Oh, my Johnny, won't you come home soon? Winter is coming and I'm all alone. A candle is burning in my window low, and the waggies they are going home. Waiting for your footsteps in a lonely room. Listen by the window, he'll be coming soon. Your heart will be breaking by the early morn, for he'll vanish with the morning dew. Oh, my Johnny, won't you come home soon? Winter is coming and I'm all alone. A candle is burning in my window low, and the waggies are going home. So come on, you young men who are in your prime. A young man's love is like the rarest wine. When first you taste it, it's the golden time. How is sweeter than the morning dew. Oh, my Johnny, won't you come home soon? Winter is coming and I'm all out.
Well, it's of my father's cabin, I'll softly sing to you. The walls were little slanted and the thatch a golden year, where at evening time would gather, oh, the neighbours one and all, from the heathery hills of Antrim to the rocks of Donegal. Now the table sat, the tea what the punch is in the jar. There's not an Irish cabin half as cosy or snug. The roof is not the highest, and the windows are but small, and the half door speaking freely bids a welcome to you all. Now me father's name was Barney, he could make the fiddle sing. Me mother too, God rest her soul, could make the valleys ring with the songs of Irish bravery and the ballads of old men. Sure they echoed from the meadow to the bottom of the glen. Now the table set, the tea wet, the punch is in the jar. There's not an Irish cabin half as cosy or as snug. The roof is not the highest, and the windows are but small, and a half door swinging freely bids a welcome to you all. Oh, no more by Erin's bank I'll sit her on the mossy strand, but bind my weary ears away amongst a foreign land. And I have seen the mansions, they're big and tall, but there's nothing compared with my cabin in my father's cabin small. Now the table set, the tea is wet, the punch is in the jar. There's not an Irish cabin half as cosy or as snug. The roof is not the highest, and the windows are but small, and the half door swinging freely bids a welcome to you all. Set the tea is wet, the punch is in the jar. It's not an Irish cabin half as cosy or snug. The roof is not the highest, and the windows are but small, and the half door swing freely bids a welcome to you all.
One, two. Yeah, give the singers another nice round of applause there. Well done indeed to them. We'll be back just in a couple of moments now with the musicians from Monaghan CCE here in the town of Monaghan. Just to let you know that today's parade is being live streamed. You can watch it all around the world. So if you have any family or friends in far off distant lands, or even just up on the Pound Hill, you can tell them they can log on. They can log on to Monaghan Has It Facebook page, or on YouTube at Murphy Videos. If you search for at Murphy Videos, you should be able to get the live stream there. And as I say, on Facebook, it's on the Monaghan Has It page.
Everybody know I can do the drawing of the day. I think most of them will join this week. Okay. I'm joining state.
Give another nice round of applause for the Monaghan CCE. Give them a very nice round of applause. Well done indeed to all of the boys and girls, and of course all of their tutors there as well. Well done indeed to them all.
Dígit a duniuskla agus fáilte go dtí baile Monaghan for sin parad lá éile Podrick. You're very welcome along to Monaghan Town here for our annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. How are we all doing in Monaghan? Now, come on. The crew behind me were louder than the crew that's out in front of me. We can't be having that. We hear enough from our councillors without them shouting over you now here on the trailer, so we do. We'll go again. How are we all doing in Monaghan? Hey, that's way better. Thankfully, the weather's playing its part. It's a little bit nippy, a bit poor, but we'll survive. I was looking back just on some of the streaming action from last year, and the rain arrived, but it's not going to arrive. I've got the word that it'll not be with us today. Already you'll see coming through and into the centre of the diamond is our vintage club and their vehicles. The Mark I Ford Escort, 1971, of Mary and Benny McCabe. And I know Mary has been secretary of the club for the last 29 years. That lovely, beautiful car there, followed by the Land Rover Series 1 of Francis McMahon. I think it's in there as well, decked out in the military colours indeed. Patsy Riley in his Volkswagen Golf from 1978, the Mark I as well. Beautifully, it's not even restored, that's an original Mark I there, so it is. The Toyota RAV then following behind on that, three-door RAV. I think it's Bertie, it is indeed, that's got that one. The Land Rover again. When you see these vehicles coming through, you feel your age there. 1996 of Kieran Murray, the Volkswagen Golf from 1991 there of Mickey Flynn, followed then by the Toyota Corolla. Shane Douglas, I think, that's in there. We have the Mercedes of Oliver coming through. Good man, Oliver. We've also got the Ford Cortina, I think it is, that's following through there as well. Plenty of noise, that's what you want to hear from it. We've got the 410 of Pat Mohan, it is indeed. 1937, that particular vehicle that has passed us by. The Bowl Mini, and where would we be without the Mini? The 1000 of Brian Keelan there from 1973. Followed then by Gordon, there he is. I was expecting the Mercedes to be coming through there as well. Lovely to see Gordon out with the Mercedes, followed by the second of them there as well, the 85. And we allow these vehicles, more Mercedes coming through to follow through. Noel Duffy there in his, with the Morris Minor van then following behind as well. Eamons Patrick in 1964. A fair big yoke. There's a Manta's got into it. At least Mark Malani can get his Manta out on the road. Good man, Mark. Putting pressure on me to get mine out now. Francie Waters, Anthony, I think that's in the Watterson lorry it is today. Indeed, the two of them in there, in fact. Lorry dating back over the years, that particular lorry, 1969, and followed then by the 1961, Stephen in driving the Thomas Trader first lorry owned by Wrights, so it was passing through there, BBI 345, and I think it was Stephen was in there driving. Not so sure if David was in with them as well. So we allowed that vintage vehicles to just pass through, because if they're stopping and starting, it's not good for them. They begin to boil up and heat up. So that's why they've passed through for us there. And we will be seeing more from the Vintage Club in the later part of the parade as well. They'll be highlighting their Vintage Day, which is coming your way a little later on in the year, so it is. So we look forward to that. But our thanks to them for that and those beautifully restored vehicles that they have there, so it is. So it's an opportunity just to welcome those that's on the stand with us here as well. To give you a reminder, I know Fabian mentioned it earlier on, we have Glenn here as well. The parade is being live streamed today all around the world. So we'll get the cameras to turn around, we'll get everybody to wave. So you can wave around the world to family and friends. We're going to wave at them from Monaghan here as we celebrate our St. Patrick's Day. And you can let the word go around as well. Anybody maybe that's anywhere in the world. I even heard Fabian say the Pound Hill. They can even watch it up there too. They probably can hear us, let alone see us. So just get the word out if they want to pop on stream to see it. And I've got a couple of requests here. It's like a radio station. Would you give a shout out? That's a ruler that fell out of my board here. Would you give a shout out from the stage to Niamh Trainer, who's tuning in on the live stream in London? So there you go, Niamh, tuning in her way in London. She's celebrating her birthday. I've got the age. By God, I'll not give the age away on the trailer in Monaghan. But it's from all the trainers in Castle Shane. So there you go, Niamh. A happy birthday to you. And I'm sure you'll have a lovely day of celebrating. But it's lovely to have you all here back in the Diamond with us once more. Wonderful to see the colour, the crowds, and all that are out. We were down in the assembly point there a little earlier on. And the crowds were gathering down there in preparation for making their way around the town. They are underway, I can tell you that much, making their way around. And there's some wonderful activities planned here for throughout the course of the day. I'm sure you've been up in front of the courthouse there and seen all this happening and all this going on up there as part of the fun of the day here. Even looking out from here just to see the crowds that are lining the whole way up Glaslough Street there is fantastic to see. We will, as always, have our colour party, Defences Forces colour party coming in. We'll have the showing of our colours of the tricolour. We've got our Grand Marshal, Heather Humphreys, is with us here today as well. And we'll have a wee quick word with Heather whenever she arrives in. And then obviously we have the main body of our parade that'll be making its way past our viewing stand with us here in front of the Diamond. And we also, as well, as you can see, have a number of trophies to be given away over the course of the day also. And we will have our address from our Cathaoirleach, which of course is Sean Conlon. So we have all that to look forward to. I can hear the beat of the big bass drum of the brass band up towards the top end of Glaslough Street. So it will be making its way down shortly with us here. Great to see all the photographers. I see Ken, Aaron, Gary, and I know Rory's doing the rounds as well. So he is. So don't be shy if they ask for the photograph. Give them a big smile. And all these photos will be up on social media, no doubt, later on. So they will, for you to look back on. So ensure you look your best in that regard. That's the most important thing. So it is. We was watching the old Dancing with the Stars last night. What about her, Kaylee? Wasn't she absolutely brilliant? So she was. She's a winner in our eyes. I don't know where she is today. She could be lying up resting. But well done to her. Absolutely fantastic last night. I don't think anybody could argue with the winner. In fairness, Reese was very, very, very good over the whole series. But well done to her, Kaylee, and absolutely brilliant to see a Monaghan person there strutting their stuff. And then was anybody in Navan yesterday? What about our Monaghan men's team as well? Great result for them, and looking like they're going to make the return back to Division 1 football. And I know the Monaghan ladies also have a busy time coming back up with the action returning. Is it next week, Erin, you're back in action again? Next week, Galway? Home to Galway, there you are. And still looking to push to make it back to Division 1 football there as well. So brilliant stuff, and we look forward to all of that. We're safe. Well, that's the start, as long as we're safe. So we have all that to look forward to as well. So it's been a great couple of days for the county and a lovely day with us here. Weather-wise, as I said, a bit of a nip, wee bit four, but we can wrap up against that. As long as it stays dry, that's the most important thing. Some very special displays in our parade here today. As I said, I was down at the assembly point, and it was absolutely brilliant to see all those that were gathering up, looking forward to it. Some wonderful colour associated with it this year. The theme being Irish legends, and it was lovely to see that theme being carried through. Remove some of my paperwork or I'll end up calling out the wrong stuff. And say I can hear the bass drum, Monaghan brass band as always. Our lead band, quite a number of bands involved this year in the parade, which is great to see as well. I know a lot of them are celebrating a number of years from their formation, which should be lovely to see. As noted, whenever our colour party comes in, we'll have the showing of our tricolour. We will have our on the vein, and that will be followed then by our welcome address from our Cahirlock. And then the main body of our parade will be passing through with us here. So it will, and the crowds will swell, no doubt, in the diamond here too, once it's come past round at Heaton's Corner, as we know it, still know it, goes round the North Road, come back down Glaslough Street. A lot of the people will gather over from there to this end of the town then to see it for a second time. Been a busy weekend of parades. I know Clonus held theirs last night. Newbliss was also holding theirs yesterday. Ballybay happening later on this evening. There's a number of those involved in this parade are going to be heading on to the Ballybay parade as well, which is great to see. So it's been a busy, busy weekend of St. Patrick's celebration, so it has. And I do see now our Defence Forces colour party just making their way down, taking the turn with us here and into the diamond to officially bring our parade into the centre of the town with us here. And we give them a nice warm welcome, members of our Defence Forces, folks, with our national flag, the tricolour, leading in to the centre of the town. As I said, they're going to take up position. They're going to be joined in behind then by our brass band. We will have our national anthem of Our on the Vein, our welcome address, and that then will be followed by a short recital from the brass band. They're just making their way down Glaslough Street here as well. As I just look up past the torn, it's lovely to see. You can see the flags all going up. People welcome them down here. It's brilliant to see. And there they are. I see the banner of the Monaghan Community Brass Band. And to acknowledge them again, the massive part they play in all these functions year in, year out in the town. The Grand Marshal's ahead of them. There she is, our very own Heather Humphreys, coming walking in, high-fiving everybody coming down Glaslough Street. Brilliant stuff. Well done, Heather. Wait, she spotted somebody. She's away for a quick jog, quick run, taking in all the high fives. So it is, and we're just going to have Heather come up in front of us here, in front of the stand. We'll have a quick word, but we'll allow the other formalities just to be in place as well. Catch your breath, Heather. Catch your breath. Well done. I'll have a quick word with you in a moment or two, so I will. But we're just going to allow the brass band to come in and get in place here with us, so they are. And then I'll hand over to our brass band, who will give us our national anthem, Our on the Vein. Gurl Mima got to our Monaghan Community Brass Band. I now call forward our Cahirlock, Sean Conlon, to officially welcome you all here.
Gurl Maigat Sean, as Cahirlock of the Monaghan Municipal District, it's a great honour to look out amongst the large attendance and extend a little the fella Padraig Hunadiev. And as I do that to all the crowd assembled here, I want to acknowledge those who have come to join the reviewing stand. And just in a representative introduction, members of our clergy here from Monaghan, our elected representatives, members and executive staff of Monaghan County Council, members of our town team on Garda Síochána, and of course to all of you who have gathered. Over the next hour or so, we're in for an absolute spectacular of what I suppose creates the beauty and vibrancy of Monaghan as a community and a place to live and work. We'll see from the community's social, sporting and business section how vibrant we have in our community and how special it is. There's so much effort that goes into bringing this parade together. It was from mid-January that we assembled first our committee meetings. And that was preceded in the first week of January by an advertisement in the local paper, inviting anybody who wanted to come into the committee to form what we've arrived at here this afternoon. I want to thank all those groups who have participated, who are participating this afternoon. It's a huge voluntary effort. And especially as we encourage our young people to be involved in groups, it's, I suppose, a great effort by parents and doing the running, picking and dropping off, and also grandparents and family members. There's so much on offer for both young and old in our community. And of course, with the opening it within the last year of the Peace Campus, the library, museum, again, another milestone in what we have as a community from the County Council here to deliver for our citizens. This is not a time, it's similar when I stand for turning on the Christmas tree lights with Santa Claus. Nobody wants to hear long speeches. So I'm going to conclude at that. I want to welcome especially Heather Humphreys, our Grand Marshal, and Sean, I know, will be speaking to her shortly. Thank you very much.
Sean, and you did note I'm going to be speaking. Heather, could you come over and join me? Would you believe I'm penned in? I can't get out to you. So what I'll do, I'll throw my backside down on the edge of this, and I'll come down and I'll sit here. Is that all right? How are you doing?
I'm just great, thank you. And I've had a lovely walk around the town. And I was thinking to myself, I've been to many St. Patrick's Day parades all over the world. And, you know, this is the best one.
Absolutely. Yay! I was just thinking that as I was looking. I was saying, this time last year, you were somewhere at the far end of the world. You had all the ministries and everything else and all that's going on. You must find it so different, but enjoying being back here and back walking the streets of Monaghan.
Well, it's just lovely. Last year I was in Chicago, and I have to say it was special because the river in Chicago, but there's nothing to compare to Monaghan. And getting to say hello to people and to meet your friends and your neighbours, it really is lovely. So I had a lovely walk around.
You were really enjoying it coming down there. You were high-fiving all over I'm surprised. I said, she's glad to get a bit of a break to catch your breath now after all of that. So are you going around looking for votes or something there again now with the way you were coming down that street, Heather?
No, I'm not. I'm just looking. I was looking at all those children, and they're so well turned out, and they've got such great headgear and lovely skirts, green jackets, green hats, green everything, and it just makes you feel good. And I was delighted to say hello to them.
Just finally, it's a massive day, obviously, for us in Monaghan. It's a massive day for the Irish. It's a massive day all around the world. You've been there and borne witness to that, how big a day this is.
It is a huge day all over the world, and it makes you feel so good to be Irish, especially when you go abroad, and the appreciation there is of everything Irish, our music, our literature, our culture. You see all that abroad, and I think sometimes we forget when we're at home, so we really do need to enjoy our day, and I know you're going to have a great day here in Monaghan.
Well, listen, thank you very much. And can we take this opportunity on behalf of everybody in the Dime to say thank you so much for everything you've done for this county whenever you were there in those positions. And I know a lot of what we will see today has the thumbprint of Heather Humphreys on it in regards to the support, the help and everything else that they got along with it as well. And we do greatly appreciate that. And you are the Monaghan Person of the Year as well. The Farney Foundation named you that back a couple of weeks ago. So there you are. You're top of the pile.
Thank you. And it was an honor and an absolute privilege. And thank you for the people of Monaghan for giving me the opportunity to do all this. So really enjoy your day, and happy St. Patrick's Day, and have a great afternoon.
Great stuff, Heather. Thank you very much indeed. Had to improvise there. Back in my trousers. What's it like? What's it like? Am I all right? Great stuff. And thank you to Heather as well for joining us. We'll have a recital. Sure, we're not complete yet. And we'll have a recital for the band. They're going to come up and take position here. Again, our thanks to our Grand Marshal there and the Monaghan Person of the Year, and more importantly to our Defence Forces also for leading us into the town there. And as I said, we're not done yet. The brass band's going to remain with us and give us a short recital here. Heather's away out, high-fiving the whole way down Dublin Street, so she is great to see, brilliant to see. And as always, our community brass band are going to give us a recital. Great stuff. Fantastic. Have you another one for us, or are you going to walk on, or what are we going to do? Have we another one? I just may as well. She's our 51 years in existence. I'm sure you have another tune for us. We're putting the pressure on them now. Pressure's for tires. Let's hear it again for our community brass band. Absolutely brilliant. As I said, they're 51 years. They had massive celebrations last year for their 50th anniversary, and it's brilliant to have them back with us here again in the Diamond once more. Always part and parcel of any of the functions that's held here in the town from that particular end of things. So our thanks to them. Always on the lookout for new members. I know they'll never turn anybody away, and they meet weekly there on the Broad Road in Monaghan, where of course they have their centre as well. So again, the Monaghan Community Brass Band, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely brilliant. Well done. They're getting turned and they're being led out there again as they head down Dublin Street as well. And again, our thanks to them for that. They're going to be followed in by our Monaghan Civil Defence, and our thanks to them. Their patience of waiting there as well, serving communities throughout the country and teaching life-saving skills to its members, first aid, rescue, firefighting, radiation monitoring, crisis counselling. And again, always on the lookout for volunteers is the Civil Defence, and always there as a backup once again, particularly when there's mass gatherings of people. Where would we be without the Civil Defence? Always providing, I know in particular, the first aid facilities where they be required, and you'll see the range of vehicles that they now have as well at their disposal, following through. I know even sporting events or any sort of event, they have always made themselves available, and always on the lookout, as I said, for volunteers. And they've got the fantastic new centre also as well that's out now on the Monaghan bypass there. You'll see they've got their boat and their Civil Defence ambulance as well. As I said, particularly sporting occasions or any sort of mass gathering like we have here today, they're always on hand. So they are. I did note that we would have the Monaghan Vintage Club join us again, and here they are now coming with their display, highlighting their annual field day that's coming your way on Sunday the 6th of July up in Clontibbert. Over 500 vintage exhibits will be there on the day. They have pet farms, also a working area, showing a lot of this vintage that would be working. They're going to have an All-Ireland tug-of-war finals on the day. That's a big one this year for them on Sunday the 6th of July, the All-Ireland tug-of-war finals. And Kieran Rosny is going to be on the main stage. That's Fordson Model T with Anthony there, 1942, just bringing it through some of what they have there. The Allen Sai, the British Anzi Iron Horse Plough. It's the 35th annual. Leo's back. I thought last year was Leo, but he come back for another year. Come on, Leo, on the Massey Ferguson 35. Great to have you there. And you'll see a range of tractors that they have here. The Massey Ferguson 148 there. Phelim Conley, I think it is, that's on that one. It is indeed. It would have been the step up from the 35 to go to the 148. The Ford 3000, 1973. That's David, I think that's out front, it is. Followed by Henry, the Blackburn family. They've got the 3000, the 4000. They have a range of these Fords, but 2 drivers and 2 tractors with us today. Moving up to the 165, the Massey Ferguson 165. Gene Sherry it is, another good Scotstown Davenant man there. Good man, Gene. Followed then by the Ford Super Dexter there with a wooden trailer. Sozzy Steenson, that is that one on. He has the 2 milk churns on. He's heading to the creamery there with the Ford Super Dexter. Another Massey Ferguson coming behind that also as well. 135, imported from Japan by Seamus, that one. That's why it's got the Japanese lettering on the side of it. The Ford 3000 coming through there as well. Wonderful range of tractors, and look at how well they're restored and looked after. 1968, John McCormick. The multi-power Massey Ferguson 1965, Brian McDonald. The Ford 801 Power Master, that has come in from America. Never sold in Ireland. That one come in from America. The Fiat 140. James Sherry it is indeed. I think it was the Jeans went ahead of them there on the 6170 Massey Ferguson. Then of Aidan Sherry coming behind there as well. Clodagh this inside there. I think it is indeed. Giving us the hand up. Well done. And again, all those tractors, some of them are still working, would you believe, would still be on duty on the farm, so they would. Here comes the noisy bunch now. Monaghan Special Olympics! and quite a number of their athletes. And they're all showing off some of the wares that they've won over the last couple of days. I know there was bowling going on, basketball, athletics. The soccer team was in action there recently as well. Just watch yourselves out on the little island there. That's it. Great stuff. Great to see you, folks. Terry at the back. Met Terry yesterday up at Navan, and following by Porrick with the plaque there. Swimming, they're heavily involved in that. The 10-pin bowling, showing off their brilliant medals that they'd won there as well. The table tennis, good man Sean with the trophy in hand as well. Larry the leprechaun on a bit of a jump. Well done. We have Cuchulainn and Sheena the Irish Wolfhound joining us here. Fionn McCool and Sive as well. You're just right, Sive. Have a bit of a rest for yourself. I was asking what age was this Irish Wolfhound. 3 years of age. It's still only a pup, that Irish Wolfhound. Isn't it beautiful? And well done. It's lovely to see it here. Originally called Satanta, known as Cuchulainn. He killed a wolfhound belonging to Cullen, the blacksmith. And then he, full of remorse and guilt, offered to protect Cullen in place of the dog, and there adopted the new name. But that's Sheena the Irish Wolfhound there, just sitting down and relaxing, making the way through. And thanks to Fionn McCool and Sive that were with us there as well. Who have we got? Monaghan Harps. Yous are very quiet. Come on, Monaghan Harps. They were out in force earlier in the week, supporting our very own Cayley Trap, so they were. They're back at the football again now very shortly, so they will. Maybe they're already back at it. All the parents, the coaches and all that's involved there as well is brilliant to see. Well done. And we've got another doggy in the middle of it all there as well. But well done to them all the young ones there. It was great to see them. I know they were part of the big build-up to the Dancing with the Stars show they were. Here come the Snap crew, the special needs and active parents. County Monaghan, and Patrick is there and all the crew. And I know they've got the Monaghan Rhinos Inclusion Rugby coming behind there as well. And wonderful incentive led by Patrick here, who's on this side of it, giving a chance for everybody to get involved in sport. And we wish them the very best there as well. They're lovely to see them with us here today. And I know a lot going on in that regard, particularly from the rugby and the Rhinos and the Snap crew as well. And here comes the Monaghan Rugby Football Club. Way! Are we going to get a scrum going in the middle of the diamond here now? We'll get a scrum. We'll get a scrum. Ireland's call, shoulder to shoulder. We have got a scrum. That's a rolling maul towards the try line there, so it is. Brilliant stuff. Well done. Didn't work that well for Ireland at the weekend, but great to see the youngsters out. Spudfest, promoting positive mental health, which is very important. And again, I know they do a lot. Dog fouling. Yeah, be sure to clean up. And we've plenty of dogs with us here today. Always be sure to clean up. There is no excuse. And I see he's got his little doggy bags on his collar there as well, which is the most important thing. The Octomullen Pipe Band making their way into the diamond with us here also as well. And lovely to have the Pipe Band with us. And I do believe they're celebrating a fairly significant year in their existence this year as well. And we thank them for that. And I know they're going to be heading through. They're heading on to, I think it's Ballybay. In fact, they're going to be heading on to as well. And we wish them the best for that. But we do thank them very much for joining in with us here. Try a Dive, the Monaghan Sub-Aqua crew, arriving into the diamond with us here as well with their rib craft. And again, always open to try something new, something different. If you so wish, you can certainly do that. And they're offering you that opportunity to try a dive. So Monaghan Sub-Aqua Search and Recovery. And you can follow an awful lot of that on social media. The harder we work, the luckier we become. I know this crew. Skull Rinkin Ní Bhrógan. Conas Atá August Fáilte go G on Diamond. I remember last year I had to jump in and do a bit of diddly and I'll not be doing it this year. No, I think we have our mic and all good to go. will not see you stuck. And again, I was asking, they were telling me they have world champions, All-Ireland champions, Ulster champions. They're getting ready. Is it Killarney? Is are heading off to in a few weeks' time for the World Championship? So they are. So I think we've the music set and good to go. So take over the diamond and give us a bit of Irish dancing. We'll just come back to the start of the tune. It's very hard to dance in the middle of the tune, isn't it? Particularly if you're doing a 1, 2, 3. To finish it off. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. And we wish you the very best of luck when you head to Killarney in a few weeks' time. And there's a lovely line here. They love participating in the annual parade. Well, we love having you. It's never complete without having some Irish dowser like that in the diamond. Absolutely brilliant. And I know they'll be heavily involved as well. So they do when it comes to the annual switching on of our lights as well in the later part of the year. Always there as part of it. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. Let's hear it again. Skullrink and Ivrogon. And again, no doubt, always on the lookout for new dancers and anyone that wants to get involved. The Monaghan Town Football Club, football for everyone. Come on, let's make some noise. Up the town, yeah, well done. Up the town, up the town. And I know they're flat out at the minute. It's very, very busy at the moment with a lot of football going on. So it is. Falchester Jock, a couple of focal for us here. It's the Monaghan Migrate Support Centre. That's who it is. And they're very welcome into the diamond with us here as well. And again, got the couple of focal for us here. As always, much appreciated. The MMSC group participates, or the members of the diverse migrant communities and groups that the centre supports. Their goal today is to support integration through culture, demonstrate cultural diversity and respect to each other. And that's a very, very important thing. So it is. And we thank them indeed. And lovely to see them decked out in the colours. And as I said, they've got a couple of focal for us there as well. And some Irish dancing that's occurring and happening at the front of it. And they're now followed by our Lithuanian school, Mythical Ireland. This is the journey through time and tales, blending traditional Irish symbolism with modern artistic flair using Irish and Lithuanian folklore. And again, you'll see the snakes and St. Patrick's there, ensuring that the snakes are being taken out of Ireland. And it's lovely to see the mixing of the flags here as well. And the costume, the mixing of the costume also.
Can we put the music on?
Yes.
And we have another tune, I believe, to come our way. We do indeed. Well done to the young lady that was doing the Irish dancing for us there. That was very much appreciated.
And this is the ladies with them.
Wow, absolutely brilliant. And it's lovely to see the similarities between the Lithuanian folklore and the Irish folklore there as well. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. And just to let you know that the Lithuanian School of Monaghan Town was formed in 2007, and the school is running on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2. They have over 70 students there as well. The main aims of the school are to introduce Lithuanian children to the Lithuanian language, history, culture and traditions, and to help Lithuanian teenagers and children to integrate into local Irish society. And I think you're doing a wonderful job with that, so you are, with the way you've showcased to us here how the two traditions can come together as one. Absolutely brilliant. They've delivered various projects in order to keep the children and teenagers positively engaged and active and to take part in local events. Well done. Absolutely brilliant. Some lovely colour being brought with that as well. Thank you so, so much for that. St. Patrick's going to lead the snakes on down Dublin Street. So he is. And it's lovely to see the costume as well and the colour. And well done. And we have another doggy in the middle of it all as well. The dogs are getting plenty of walks today, which is great to see. Another pipe band set to join us here in the diamond, and some wonderful colour coming behind them, I see as well. It's the Grand Memorial Clontibberet Pipe Band, that's who it is. The Grand Memorial Clontibberet Pipe Band, thank you very much indeed. It's lovely to have you here in Monaghan to down with the town with us here today as well. And a beautiful recital coming into the town. These will be well fit to catch your breath through the time you have this completed between playing the pipes and walking the town. They were given instruction, just watch yourself on the traffic island there, look down. And look at this for a display, Mucknomania, Shake, Rattle and Roll, 4th and 6th of July. Absolutely brilliant. Stilt walkers and all the crew involved there as well, brilliant to see. We have Elvis over there at the far end. Isn't that Elvis? Smurfs, of course, they had the record back a number of years ago for the Smurfs. Looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame is coming in. Oh, he nearly went. That Guinness is getting to him, I think. He nearly went. Oh! Huh? He's coming out of the squealing pig and look at the state of him. Raymond, how did you let that man get into that state? Where is he? Huh? That's absolutely brilliant. Well done. They're just guiding him there. They're trying to get him down Dublin Street here. Followed there by St. Patrick and Queen Maeve at the back end. I tell you what, somebody keep a good tight eye on that man on the Guinness. Don't be stopping anywhere near the bottom. Oh, he nearly went. No, he's all right. You're very welcome there. How are you? Oh, they're shaking hands with everybody. Great stuff. Up shaking hands with her UTD. There you are, Kathy. Great stuff, well done. Is your man with the Guinness all right? I'm sorry now, we're Curry diving, training and search and recovery coming through there as well. Yeah, just the traffic island. I'm watching the man with the pint of Guinness. And brilliant to have you folks. Thank you so much. Again, some new equipment, Deep Explorer there that they have brought in this year. Countrywide organisation for training and search and recovery on the sea and inland waterways. So it is, and I know this is a new piece of equipment that they have here as well, and they cover the length and breadth of the country. Is that Jimmy? It is! The leprechaun, he's the leprechaun for today. Good man, Jimmy, in full song at the back of the boat there. And a few more, and I take it this is one of their canine friends that they have with them as well. I think it's the St. Patrick's Day Parade of the dogs this year, so it is. We've seen so many of them. Look at the lovely pup. No doubt does be involved in search and recovery. So he does. The difference in size of the two boats there as well. And again, you'd see another one of their boats coming through here. not boats, ribs. Ribs is what they're actually referred to as, so they are. And again, I said they walk the length and breadth of the country, providing not only that training, but invaluable services when it's required and when it's needed. North Coast Search and Recovery. There are curry divers there. Right, we have another noisy group. Come on, Monaghan Harps. We're very noisy earlier on. T. Holland, come on. Oh, I think yes are noisy. Hey! Can someone get that lady a glass of Manuka honey or something before the day? You're horse! That's absolutely... Yous have been the loudest so far, T. Holland! Mighty, mighty T. Holland. We look forward to seeing you on the football field now throughout the course of the year, so we do. And it's great to see all the young ones that's involved and all the parents and all the coaches that's there as well. Absolutely brilliant. They're going to be making more noise now as they go down Dublin Street. Mighty, mighty T. Holland. Just watch the traffic island there as you make your way over it, Leron, and Hall Motorcycles, and he's got the grommet song behind there as well. Great to see. Well-known businessman here in the town with his facilities for all your car needs and all down at the bottom of the street, your sound and all that. And he just has a range of the motorbikes that he also can sort you out with. Hall Motorcycles there and Wired for Sound. We have the Ballyocean crew. It is. Gwen's going to go back up into a tree. There it is. The bird in the tree. 1998, I think it was, they last done this. And on the 11th to the 13th of April this year, Gwen is going to go back up into the tree and spend 3 days up on it to raise funds. And it's all to do with their Ballyocean, their roof repair fund down there. And I was chatting earlier on, they've already raised over 1 million and they're on the final run in just to finish it off. You see the lovely nest that they have for herself there. And she's going to be going up into the tree and spending 3 days up in that tree. So come and see the board in the tree, the 11th to the 13th of April, next month. So it is. Monaghan Motor Club following in behind as well. And by the way, TT panel is Thomas Traynor, who was the clerk of the course for the Monaghan stages last year. But Monaghan Motor Club, again, just highlighting a lot of what they're involved in, navigation, endurance trials. They also have their Monaghan Stages Rally, which will be back with us next year. They have an opt-out this year, but they'll be back with us again next year. And I was just noting, at the moment, Monaghan Motor Club have the National Rally Champion, the Navigation Champions, the Endurance Champions, all as members of the club. Niall Maguire on this beautifully prepared new Escort, Mark II Escort, an historic car, back in the traditional colours of what we would have associated with Niall. This car has been built from the ground back up again, effectively a brand new car is what we're seeing here. Mark II Escort. That's Mr. Keenan behind making plenty of noise as well. Ian just going to get a bit of a run here at it just to keep her warmed up. But this car, Niall has been restoring it over the past number of months and well over a year at this stage. And I do believe he plans to go back out competing in it again as well. So those of a certain vintage would be familiar with Niall and the Mark II Escort, so they would. The power going to the back wheels. And Aquino coming in behind it is. And the Mark II Escort there as well. And again, you'd see the difference from the historic to the more modern machinery. It's Desi himself that does be rallying this one, the length and breadth of the country. But we all know that Enda was well known for being a wonderful exponent of the Mark II Escort as well. And these guys are all members of the Monaghan Motor Club as well, so they are. Again, putting the rubber down on the road. Then we've got a very sensible Paul Carr coming in with his Golf GTA. Paul, well known as a member of the staff with the Monaghan Council, of course, on the Starlets heading through there as well. We've also got I seen this car earlier on. I was thinking of Harry Potter, so I was when I seen it earlier on. The Anglia making its way through there. I do believe this is it Beach Hill that's coming into the diamond with us here, is it? It is indeed. Monaghan, Beach Hill, future legends, Beach Hill sustainability, Junkature. I know they were heavily involved with that. So they were. The TY students, not fast fashion. Care, respect, yes. And again, well done to all that are involved on that. I know they were at the Junkature and some more of them following behind here as well. Again, just highlighting diversity among all, and our thanks to the TY students and the teachers for coming down and getting involved with it here today. I see one of the teachers at the back there again showing all the different nationalities. Our thanks to Listener Ski Accordion Band making their way into the diamond this way. With brass bands, pipe bands, and accordion bands with us today. It's been wonderful arranger music and live music with us here, and our thanks to them for that. Again, who have been probably very busy on the parade front. The Malloy Girls of Glasslawton, our beautifully restored Scania R500 making its way in. Is that Raina that's driving? I think it is. And it's Declan, I think, that's there as well. It is. They give him a job for the day. Good stuff, Declan, and all the crew. Courtney, Evan, the boys is in there. Charlie and Ollie and all the gang. And then you see the baby Scania on the background. Tractor pulling competition and truck show. And he had a Verigal True Special Needs. Saturday the 7th and Sunday the 8th of June in Clontibret, County Monaghan there. O'Hart Lorry just highlighting that for us as they make their way through with us here as well, an opportunity to highlight those particular events. We've got Groves Transport again, just highlighting, the tractor pulling competition and truck show. Is that Smokey Joe? I think it is, yeah. It is Smokey Joe coming in on the back. Music by the Fuzzy Burgers and the Looney Tunes. So note that one down in aid of Verigal True Special Needs, Saturday the 7th and Sunday the 8th at Clontibret. Tractor pulling, and those are tractors that you'd see involved on those days. The Davy Brown there, and then Smokey Joe. Well, we're all very, very familiar with what we're seeing now. Combi Lift, of course, and their global headquarters, and they're highlighting this year in particular their forklift trucks and their superpowers. And it's a book that they now have as well. And you'll see these are some of the trucks that they have with us here today and their superpowers. Local legends, they call themselves the Combi Lift Local Legends. And again, just demonstrating some of what they can do. The Aisle in operation there. All these being manufactured and made out the road from us here at their global headquarters. And at the back of that then, being sent all around the world. Anywhere you see a Combi Lift, anywhere in the world, it was made here in Monaghan town, so it was. And again, you'll see that we have Stretch, was one of them there. So it was, and again, this on the back of the books that they now have as well, showing the Combi Lifts. And there they are, they're handing the books out actually, so they are. So there you have an opportunity to get your hands on them as well. So you have. And well done to them. And it again shows the diversity and how much work, effort, and time they put into these vehicles. Does he need a push? No, he's going again. We're handing out the books. Coming behind, we're heading into that time of the year. Who fancies a sauna for themselves? Well, that's the opportunity that you can have now with a mobile sauna, would you believe? Zen Zone Sauna, located in Ballybay Town Park, a wellness-focused business dedicated to providing a serene and rejuvenating experience for its guests overlooking Loch Major. So you have an opportunity to be in the sauna, maybe go out and have a little dip and come back and be in the sauna here again. And again, incredible piece of fleet of engineering there to see it pass through the town with us here. You can banish all the snakes. You could banish an awful lot when you're in the sauna, in fairness to you. You can check out more at zzonesauna.com, and you'll see they've got the... Oh, they have St. Patrick in the sauna, actually, so he's waving out at me now, so he is. Seamus McKenna Car Sales heading in with his recovery vehicle, and this year he's got 2 Capris with us. He normally has a Mark I Escort that I'll be familiar with, and the Cortina then Estate. 2 Capris, ZD and NBA, a GT. And again, these 2 vehicles, just watch you go up over the curb there. Of shame, NBA 390. One of them there at the tractor pulling competition and truck show. Again, highlighting that. Saturday the 7th, Sunday the 8th in Clontibret, in aid of the Eric True Special Needs, and they've got their Kabuta 4x4 drawing them through there. We mentioned this man a little earlier on. We've seen this Mark II Escort. Now we see the lorry fleet being led in. James and the first of them there, and the Maguire Scania's next generation 660K in there as well, and he's followed by the brother Brendan. Well known, travelling about with the Maguire lorries, so they are. And again, just highlighting the wonderful service that they provide, trucking all over Ireland, England, and indeed Europe. So they are. The Lifeline bus, Jesus said, follow me. And again, I know the crew have been out and about around the town here today, spreading the good word. So they have. We thank them for that. Watersons, concrete pipes. We've seen one of their vintage lorries a little earlier on coming into the town. And McIlvanney Motors. I'm not even going to try and attempt to talk over them. Whoa! Special edition Silver Griffin limited edition lorry. Look at that. What a beautiful, beautiful lorry. And we are, of course, familiar with the McIlvanney Scania dealership out in Killamarley, out the Dublin Road. And again, these are special edition lorries that they have here. The Blue Stream, the Griffin. The brand new 770 series. You don't even try to compete to talk against an air horn. I've learned that over the years of experience, so you don't. But again, massive employers in the town here. And more importantly, sort of a national headquarters as well. I think we have a few more leprechauns, we do, and St. Patrick's coming walking down in front of us here. We have our president, actually. Mr. Michael D. Higgins is carrying somebody on his back coming into the diamond here. That's what it is. Making their way in. The race is on for the pot of gold. That's what it is. Yeah, the race is on to the pot of gold. Who's going to get that pot of gold? They're dancing and everything on this yoke, so they are. Well done. Trucks of all sorts. So they have as well, and great colour and spectacle, and the blow-up suits and everything. Brilliant stuff. Well done. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Lovely transport there. The race is on. A&M commercials and the full range of their bull-nosed trucks. Slip the clutch on a bull-nosed truck. Again, look at the beautiful decals on the second side of that vehicle. Ooh, just be careful there. T164 Scania bull-nose. Followed in by the 660 series, no, 650 series, that's what that one is, the V8. And again, another well-known dealership for these vehicles. Always look absolutely fantastic, these lorries with the lights, the chrome, and well, they're polished and cleaned up. The Derry News Flyer. Monaghan Plant Hire showing a range of their wares, the lawnmowers. It's been a busy weekend for lawnmowers. A lot of grass has been cut with the good weather that we've been experiencing at the moment. And probably like myself, you suddenly discover the mower doesn't work because there's old petter lying in it from last year. We've all been guilty of that one. I'll be in with you now tomorrow, dropping the mower in to get it going again. With the full range robots, ride-ons on the walk behind lawnmowers, mega lift, again another business out in Ballinode again, showing the diversity that we have here when it comes to engineering feats, being able to lift containers on and off. So they are, and that's what those two cranes do. They can lift the containers on and off. It does away with you having to organise a crane, forklift, or a handler of any sorts to be there. It can be done and dusted on site for you. And again, always admire the skill of these drivers and these vehicles. R.A. McAdoo, again, well known on the roads for their tanker and bulk work. I think that's Gary as well, so it is indeed. I'm not so sure. Is that a new one, Gary? It is, yeah, I was thinking that. Health to Joy, looking absolutely brilliant, decked out in the colours there as well. Fitzpatrick Fuels making their way through. Always readily available to sort you out with all your fueling needs. So they are, again, just a range of vehicles that they have here to do all that transporting for you. And I know, just to finish us up, as always, we know whenever the Monaghan Fire Brigade arrive into the town, it is the end of our parade. So an opportunity again just to thank all those participants that were with us today. Fitzpatrick Fuels, Clonus and Monaghan there. Is she full? Are you doing a delivery? And the Monaghan Fire Brigade, and again, an opportunity to thank them once again for the service that they provide. Always there when we need them. Colin, smoke alarms, yeah, he's pointing it out to me. Please ensure you have your smoke alarm. Do your weekly test. Check your smoke alarm and your carbon monoxide alarm, obviously, as well. Check in on those. And thanks to Colin there, just a good reminder of that. And that does bring to an end our parade for 2025. Again, our thanks to all our participants that was with us here. Patty, today. Wonderful colour and spectacle, it must be said, I think, on this year's parade. Our thanks to those that were with us here on our viewing stand, to Glenn and to Fabian, all the crew here that have been live streaming for us today, to Monaghan Motor Club, who I know were helping with the assembly point, and to our members of An Garda Síochána, and to all the Monaghan Council staff members and volunteers that also have been standing around on our parade route today as well. Very, very much appreciated. We'll be back again next year and we'll do it all over again. But for this afternoon, enjoy the remainder of your St. Patrick's Day. Stay safe. And there'll always be plenty happening throughout the year in the town with us here as well. And we look forward to all those sort of gatherings. But for now, it's a very good evening. Stay safe and enjoy the remainder of your day.